Chapter 3 is on numerical descriptions of data. 3.1 is on measures of center. So let's look at the overview sheet of what you will be learning this chapter. In Chapter 3, we're going to focus on quantitative data, and we will cover number 1 and 2 on the calculator sheet. The objectives of this lesson is that we will determine the arithmetic mean, median, and mode from raw data, and then explain what it means for a statistic to be resistant. Chapter 1 discussed what a population, sample, parameter, and statistics are, and how to take different types of samples. Chapter 2 discussed to graphically display data. There was also a discussion of important characteristics when we look at a distribution of data. The center, spread, distribution, and outliers. Distributions and outliers can be answered using graphical means. Finding the center and spread can be done using numerical methods that we describe or discussed in this chapter. Both graphical and numerical methods are part of a branch of statistics known as descriptive statistics. Later, descriptive statistics will be used to make decisions and/or estimate population parameters using methods that are part of the branch called inferential statistics. Here's some additional videos if you need to after I go through this information and you still have some questions. So we're talking about measures of center. Let's think about some things in our lives. Many times you might ask yourself what to expect on average. For example, if you are going to relocate to a new town, you might ask yourself, what do I expect to pay for housing? If you are in college, you might be thinking of your major and then also think you might want to know what you would expect to earn in that field. And then for hobby, maybe you plant a vegetable garden. You would want to know how long it can take or how long it would take to harvest. These are all about the center or average. There are 3 ways to measure the center. That's the mean, median, and mode. And any 3 can be referred to as the average. So the mean, this is the arithmetic average. This is the center. Most people call the average. So what you do to find the mean is you add together all data and divide by the number of data values. For these, we do have a couple of symbols for the mean. Our first symbol is like a U with a tail in front. This is called mu, mu. This is the symbol for population mean. So if you are calculating for all of the Packer players, then you would use mu. Now say you took a sample, X bar is the symbol for sample mean. Remember, sample is statistic, population is parameter. So if you found this sample average of our heights, you would use X bar equaling that number. Next, we have median. The median is the data value in the middle of a sorted list of data. And then the mode is the data value that occurs the most frequently. And neither one of these have a symbol. For mode, this is the only measure of center that can be used for qualitative data. If you think about it, the mean and median, you have to have numbers. The mode, you don't. For example, if you look at eye color of the class, maybe you tallied up and the most was brown eyes, then the mode would be brown eyes. There'd be no way for you to find the mean and median of that information. So let's look at an example. Suppose a vet wants to find the average weight of cats. The weight in pounds of 5 cats are in the table below. Let's do this by hand. Now, we have 2 symbols for mean. Do you think we're going to use mu? Do you think this is a population? So do you think this is all of the cats the vet has? Or is it a sample? I'm going to guess it's a sample. Now, if you're never quite sure, sample is the way to go. Population, they're usually going to say all. Or it would be kind of obvious, like maybe all the people that have gone to the moon, the astronauts. That wouldn't be a lot of people. So that data would be easier to obtain. So let's find the mean first. So we're going to add these together. And then divide by the number of data values. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you want to add them first. 40.1 divided by 5. 8.02 pounds. Next, I'm going to find the median. Feel free to pause this and try it on your own. The median is the data value in the middle. So we need to sort it from smallest to largest. 6.8, 7.5, 8.2. Cross one from each end. And then 8.2 is left over. So we have 8.2 pounds is the median in the mode. Which one happened the most? 8.2. We will use number 1 on the calculator sheet. Here's the calculator sheet. You're going to click on this link, hit the control button and click on it. When you do, you're going to get something like this. It's going to say view only. So if you click on this number, you won't be able to edit it or change it. So what you need to do is go to File and make a copy. So then when you go into your Google Drive, this will be there. I'm going to do that and show you how to use it for number 1. So if you're not sure how to use Google Drive, you can just go to google.com and then go to Drive. You can click on this little waffle thing and click on Drive. You want to log in with your credentials and then shared with me. That might be where you'd find it. But once you made a copy, this is where you'd want to save it into your drive. So I'm going to open this. Now that you have saved it, you can make edits to it. You can see here, you can now delete. Okay, so let's work on finding what we just did on here. So I'm going to clear all of these, highlight them all, and hit the delete button. And the good thing about this, usually you can copy and paste, but these are such a small data set and it's going horizontally. I'm just going to type them in. So 6.8, 8.2, 7.5, 9.4, and 8.2. So the mean, we had 8.02, the median, 8.2, and the mode. Do I have mode on here? Yep. Mode's down here, 8.2. So how I got this up here, I just did Control F on my computer, and I wasn't sure exactly where mode was, and there it is, 8.2. So that works great. Now, what if we had, instead of 5, an even number? So suppose the vet wants to find the median weight of cats. The weight in pounds of 6 cats are in the table below. Now, you'd really do the same thing for the median mode. The reason why I'm showing the median is because it will become apparent quite quickly. So 6.3, arranged in order again. 6.8, 7.5, 8.2, 8.29, 8.2 again, and then 9.4. One off of each end. Do it again. Okay, now you see when you have even number of data, you have two numbers. So what you want to do with those is add them and then divide by 2. So it's kind of like finding the mean of those two numbers. So when you do that, you get 7.85 pounds. Let's try that on the calculator. So we have 6.8, 8.2, 7.5, 6.3 is what we need to add. And the median, 7.85. That's what we had. So we just verified it is the same. Let me know if you have any questions.